Is Errol Spence doing too much as his new identity as a promoter in the sport of boxing? Does Errol Spence actually believe in Frank Martin, or is he just acting up for them cameras? Shout out to Najee from Cigar Talk. Najee does the best boxing interviews in the game, I must say. But Errol Spence was on Cigar Talk earlier, and the man actually is placing a bet on this fraudulent fighter, Mr. Frank Martin. Check it out.
How much you bet? You betting on the fight? You a betting man? What's that going on?
Yeah, I'm putting a low six figures on it.
Low, God damn, that's all my budget. Listen.
Do y'all really think that Errol Spence is putting 6 figures on Frank Martin? We talking over 100 racks. Do y'all think that Errol Spence actually believes that Frank Martin is gonna do something on Saturday? I think that Errol Spence is just trying to stunt for the gram. He capping for them cameras. Errol Spence knows damn well he ain't putting up no 100 racks on a fighter like Frank Martin.
Tank hit that nigga. Boom!
Gervonta Davis was right. Errol Spence is showing up for a check. That is it, that is all. Frank Martin is a sacrificial lamb. Errol Spence been around long enough to know Frank Martin is a sacrificial lamb. The man does not stand a chance. All of y'all Frank Martin fans, undercover Devin Haney fans, aka Gervonta Tank Davis haters, are gonna see that on Saturday.
He ain't like that.
Speaking of Devin Haney, Mr. Pillow Fist Glass Jaw can't throw a punch to save his life. Soft as hell and he know it. I bet y'all Devin Haney's low-key mad because they are not talking about him during this Gervonta Davis fight week. I bet you Bill Haney low-key pissed off because nobody is mentioning Devin in a Gervonta Davis fight week. We already know why. Devin got whooped by a Gervonta Davis leftover.
Southpaw's a piece of shit person.
Well, today Gervonta Davis gave Devin everything he wanted. Shout out to the Oni Kayla on YouTube. Gervonta Davis did an interview, and he gave Devin everything he been begging for. Free promo. It's only one problem. Gervonta Davis actually told the truth on Devin Haney. They asked Tank Davis, is he overlooking Frank Martin because Frank Martin is no threat? Check it out.
And I definitely don't want to be someone like Devin, you know what I mean? Talk all that trash and then overlook my opponent and then get knocked out.
You gotta love Gervonta Davis' mindset. The man is speaking facts. The last fighter on earth that you want to be like is Devin Haney. Trying to cherry pick a Gervonta Davis leftover. Overlook the man, talk all type of trash, and then end up getting knocked down 5 times, getting that ass whooped in front of everybody. Devin is a horrible fighter. Don't nobody want to be like Devin Haney. Imagine creating the perfect boxer. If you were to create the most perfect boxer on the planet, what are the 3 attributes that you would want that fighter to have? You would want that man to have power. You would want that man to have a chin. You would want that man to have some type of courage. Devin ain't got none of that.
Boy, if you don't...
Like Gervonta Tank Davis said, you definitely don't want to be like Devin Haney in the sport of boxing.
This nigga's scared.
And y'all know today was the David Benavidez part of the promotion. David Benavidez is taking on a fighter named Gazdick, or whatever the hell his name is. Mr. Gazdick came out and said that if David Benavidez was a piece of cake, everybody would want to fight the man. David Benavidez is so big that he literally got to move up just to get somebody to fight him. David Benavidez got the entire 168 division shook. Just ask Canelo.
I was born ready.
I look forward to the co-main event on Saturday. This is the first fight in a very long time where the co-main event could actually be the main event if this was a different card. David Benavidez will go undisputed at 175. That is why Canelo Alvarez fears this man.
Because he's a pussy, that's why.
And what is going on with the Timothy Bradley hate towards Gervonta Tank Davis? Y'all know Timothy Bradley and Gervonta Davis got a history. They've been going back and forth for years. Gervonta Davis called Timothy Bradley a trash fighter. And Timothy Bradley's only response was that he is going to the Hall of Fame in boxing. Let me tell y'all something. Rocky is in the Hall of Fame. Rocky is a fictional character. Someone who never boxed a day in his life, but pretends he does. It is not that impressive that Timothy Bradley is in the Hall of Fame.
I will embarrass you, little nigga.
I want to see Tank get floored. I want to see him get floored, guys. I'm telling you. And if he does, and he gets up, and he passes with flying colors, and he figures out a way, he is a dog.
That gotta be the most hatingest take I ever heard in my life. What Timothy Bradley trying to say is that Gervonta Davis is not a dog unless he get dropped. Timothy Bradley trying to say that Gervonta Davis is not a dog because he never been dropped. Let me tell y'all something. Floyd Mayweather, the greatest fighter to ever live, never got dropped. Nobody ever punched Floyd in his mouth and Floyd dropped to the ground.
I'm the best. I will always be the best.
Let me tell y'all why. Floyd Mayweather had a granite chin. Gervonta Davis had a granite chin. Was Floyd Mayweather a dog in boxing? Absolutely. When Floyd Mayweather got rocked by Sugar Shea Mosley in that second round, how did Floyd Mayweather react to getting rocked? Floyd Mayweather fought back and won every single round. Floyd Mayweather been a dog and he ain't never got dropped. Tim Bradley don't know what the hell he talking about. On top of that, the only reason Timothy Bradley is known, the only reason Timothy Bradley got famous was for robbing Manny Pacquiao, a man that Floyd Mayweather beat easy. Gervonta Davis got a chin. Gervonta Davis been a dog since 6 years old. It's not gonna take the man being dropped to determine that. Timothy Bradley is what you call a Gervonta Davis hater. Like I said, one of the worst takes that I ever heard in the history of boxing. And I stand on what I say. It does not take much to get into the Hall of Fame in the sport of boxing. Like I said, Rocky Balboa is in the Hall of Fame. There are referees and judges that are in the Hall of Fame. Guys who never threw a punch a day in their life. Timothy Bradley, in my personal opinion, is a disgrace to boxing.
I was born ready. You won the belt with nobody, like I said before.